Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be playing with Mineral Fusion products. I have a couple products that I've owned for a while. I have a couple new products that I just picked up yesterday. So if you're curious about Mineral Fusion as a brand, then get ready because we are going to dive deep. We're starting with the Mineral Fusion Color Correcting Primer. I've seen Alexa Blake use the Hydrating Primer. It looks really cool, but I have a lot of redness and rosacea quite often, so I figured that this might be kind of cool to try out. This is something that I've tried once so far, and it is so weird to me because it feels like nothing is on my skin. It is the most lightweight sensation that I've ever experienced in any makeup product ever. It is that lightweight. But the weirdest thing is that I can't tell exactly where I'm putting it on my skin. And I tried this yesterday too, just on my face on a bare skin day. I just wanted to know what I did. I wanted to see if it color corrected or whatever. I do think it kind of toned my skin in a nice way, but it's just really weird because now it's like I have nothing on my face. Almost a liquid to powder kind of feeling. It's really interesting. It just disappears. So I'm not saying that it's a bad thing, but the one challenge that it proposes is that I can never tell if I'm using enough of it on my skin. I guess the directions say, no, that doesn't help. Smooth on skin prior to foundation with fingertips. It doesn't say how much to use. For concealer, I'm going to go into the Mineral Fusion Concealer Duo. I got the shade Neutral, and I have not tried this at all. One is supposed to be kind of color correcting, and one is supposed to be your shade. I don't know how much coverage the foundation I'm going to use today really has. Whoa. Okay, I just dipped my finger into this peachy shade up here, and it is liquidy. You do not have to warm this cream up at all. Wow, interesting. Okay, I'm gonna go underneath the eyes with this peachy shade and just kind of try to brighten up some of the blue that I have. So I'm assuming the concealer is the same way. Yeah, I mean, a lot came off with just a dab. So I'm going to go into the concealer shade now, and I'm going to try to put this on top. Hopefully it mixes okay with this other one. Okay, my first impressions of this are that it is really lightweight like the primer, and it does kind of dry down into a powdery, super lightweight finish. It's so weird. This is really cool though. I do think that it has covered up really well for something that feels so lightweight. It packs a bit of a punch. I wouldn't say it's the most full coverage thing I've ever used, but I do think it's definitely medium coverage, which is all most people need on a day-to-day basis. So for foundation, I am using something that I've had for a while. This is the Mineral Fusion Press-Based Foundation in Neutral 2, so it should go pretty well with this neutral concealer we just put on. I'll do one side first so you guys can kind of see the comparison with coverage in case you're thinking about getting this. This is an okay foundation. It's honestly not my favorite, but it does work. The one issue with this foundation that I found, and with I think it's safe to say all Mineral Fusion powder products, because I have this and a blush that I'm going to talk about in a second. But if you wet a brush or even have a damp sponge or anything and you go into this pan, it cakes up and creates this hard texture on top and you can't get into it. So you can tell that I have a couple little dots around the surface. I had to literally scrape off the top layer of product just to be able to access it again. So that's something to keep in mind. I don't think that I would repurchase this, but it's okay. All right, so this is the foundation covered side compared to the not covered side. If you're a pressed foundation kind of person, then you might really like this. I don't really have anything to complain about with it. I think it looks fine on the skin. I just don't reach for it a lot. Comment down below with a product that you have in your collection that you think is a good product and for some reason you just don't reach for. I'm curious to see if you guys have those too. Okay, so this product is my last new product from Mineral Fusion, and it is the Luster Bronzer. This is what it looks like. This only comes in one shade, the Luster Bronzer does. I think they have a couple other bronzers and cheek products, but this guy comes with a bronzer shade and it comes with a highlight shade. Let me swatch them really fast for you guys so you can really see what they look like. All right, so this is the bronzer shade up top and then the highlight shade. So the highlight is more of a golden glow. It almost is like a golden glow with silver shimmer. So I think it would be more usable than you would imagine, but I haven't used it yet on my face, so I guess we'll find out. And then the bronzer does have a bit of shimmer in it, but not a whole lot. It's a little more matte leaning, I guess a little bit satin. All right, so I'm going to start with bronzer, tap off excess, and I'm just going to work it around the perimeter of my face. Okay guys, so I'm really pleasantly surprised by how this is performing. It's pretty pigmented. I don't know if you could tell in the sped through portion, but I don't know, it seems pretty seamless. It actually comes across a little more warm on my skin too than it looks in the pan. It's really blendable. I think it's just bringing a really nice tone to my skin. I'm really impressed with this. I like this so far. I am really excited to dig into the highlight because of that, but I'm going to go in with blush first just because that's the order I usually do these things. For blush, I'm going to go into the shade Flashy, and this is just one of their single pan blushes. They have a couple different shades in this, and this is one of those products just like the powder foundation that, if you can't tell, I had to scrape off the top layer because it got crusted over because I used something wet with it. So just be careful. In my experience, this blush is not super impressive. I'm trying to really work up some color here, and it's just not giving me a whole lot. Kind of like the foundation, it's just not amazing to me. I do really like the color. I don't have a whole lot of paler pinks like this, and I don't know, I feel like it's a easier pink to use. The shade is really nice, and I was really excited when I got it, but for some reason, I don't reach for this a whole lot either. Okay, I dust a little bit on the nose like I pretty much always do. And I think that's it for blush. Okay, time to get glowy. I'm gonna go into this highlight shade, and I'm just gonna dust that on the top of my cheekbone. Oh, hello. Wow, guys, this is really pretty. I think I'm kind of inadvertently going for a much warmer tone than I meant to originally, just because that's kind of how these products lean, but I'm not mad at it. Okay, so far I am super impressed with the blush and the highlight. I don't have any Mineral Fusion eyeshadow products, so I am going to go off screen to do my eyes really fast and then I'll jump back. However, the eye look I am going to do is going to be its own video where I'm going to be kind of showing you guys how to do eyeshadow for protruding or prominent eyes, which I have. So I'm going to go film that really fast and then I'll be right back. Okay, and we are back with eyes finished. We are ready to hop into the Mineral Fusion lips that I have. So I do have this Mineral Fusion Sheer Moisture Lip Tint in the shade Flicker. I put this on a little bit in my other video, so you can kind of see the appeal that it has. I don't know why I haven't used this very much. This is in my Project Pan stash. The cap broke pretty early on in owning it, so sometimes it got really fuzzy, like in the bottom of a purse or something, but it is pretty sheer, so they're nice. If you like sheer lip crayons, then go for it. I just am not a huge fan of lip crayons for some reason. And then I have my two Mineral Fusion lipsticks. So I have the shade Nude, which is the most recent purchase for me in my lipstick collection, and I am so excited about this. If you didn't see my grocery store glam video, go check it out. I was raving about it in that video. This is really just a My Lips But Better shade, and I really, really love it. However, the reason I even thought to invest in another Mineral Fusion lipstick is because I bought this one in the shade Flashy during the fall, and it is so gorgeous. It is this, gosh, like a really orangey toned red, and it is just so wearable. And so I got introduced to the formula of the Mineral Fusion just standard bullet lipsticks in the fall of 2019, and I just fell in love with it. So I'm super excited about this nude shade. However, I really want to go back into Flashy today. So I'm just going to go out of the bullet and apply this, speed you through it, and let you kind of see how it applies, and then I will be back for our outro. Alright guys, so that just about wraps up this Mineral Fusion look. I do want to just kind of have a little overview of the products in case you're interested in seeing how they're kind of performing now. I think my favorite products of the day were the Luster bronzer and highlighter. I was so excited about these, and for some reason they perform better than the other two powder products I have. Maybe those ones have just kind of been tainted in my eyes since I had some crusting over issues with them, or maybe they behave differently now. But I don't remember either of them behaving like this. These powders are really beautiful. That highlight is gorgeous. I don't do goldy highlights very often, but this I would use a lot. And also, I have to say that the concealer duo was so surprising to me, and I kept talking about how weird it was, because it is weird. It's just really lightweight, and I'm really interested in it. It's really intriguing to me in a very good way. So just so you know, I am excited about this product. I just want to use it a little bit more to be able to understand, like, since it is so lightweight and liquidy, I kind of want to know if it would mesh well with other products. I need to test it out with other brands, I think, to really be able to know what I think. And then finally, the primer. I am super excited about this. It makes my skin feel really nourished, and I think I'm going to be using it a lot, especially on my super red days. Today wasn't horrible for me, but when I have really severe rosacea days, I really am excited to use this product and just see if it calms my skin and soothes it in the way that it suggests it does. But I am really excited about this product, and honestly, just the sheer magic of how it disappears as soon as I put it on my face is really fascinating to me. Alright guys, that wraps it up for this video. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.